I've been up and down.
Kisa mubi ekituuse ku mukadde waffe muganda waffe munnaffe mukwano gwaffe Jeno Katumba Wamala nga bwe mumanyi musajja wa mirembe si muntu ali awo kali ntalo ndowooza omulundi gumu gwokka gwe yaseeredde n'agwa mu mbi n'akola ekitakoleka wano mu Parliament naye ate era n'oluvannyuma lw'okuba honorable zaake yavaayo ne yeetonda n'agenda n'akkaanya ne famire ne kugamba made peace si ye muntu ow'entalo. Kiki ekiyinza okuviirako ababi okumukuba amasasi okwagala okumutta tetuyinza kukitegeera, twagala okumukubagiza n'ennyumba ye olw'okuttirwa omwana we n'omukuumi we era n'abakwatibwako bonna, naye kyamukisa mubi. Okutta kuno si kupya mu Uganda, batta Abiriga, batta Kaweesi, batta Kirumira, batta munnaffe Kigundu, batta Kayiira, niwe tabaawo gwe bavunaana. N'olwekyo babikola bagumu. Tusaba ku mulundi guno bakole okunoonyereza nga kwa nsonga era nga kutuufu bwe baba nga bo si be basse. Mu Uganda gavumenti etta. Ebyo byonna bwe bamala bano abatemu bennyini be mulaba be batta abantu wano mu Novemba lwe bakwata Kyagulanyi. Be batta abantu lwe balemesa Kabaka okugenda e Bugerere. Abantu abo bennyini abassi nteebereza nti bali mu gavumenti. Nze kwe kuteebereza kwange nti mu bitongole ebikessi n'ebikuumi ebya gavumenti mwe muli abatemu, kubanga be babadde batuttira abantu nga tulaba ne batavunaanibwa era ne beenyumiririza mu butemu. Ffe tujja batta twattadda twakola kino ebifaanana bwe bityo. Okutta wano si kupya, battisa amasasi, battisa obutwa era abantu gye tutambuli batugamba bannaye mwegendereze bateekateeka obbaawo obutwa n'ebifaanana bwe bityo. So omuwa butwa, omulogo, omutemu bw'abanga yaddukanya gavumenti eggwanga teribeera seefu. Olw'okuba nteebereza nti abatemu bali mu gavumenti tetuli seefu okuggyako abo Katonda baana abawadde omukisa. Okuliraana omulangira tekikufuula mulangira. Bajje n'abalala balina obukuumi obwo bw'oyogeddeko obwa lead cars n'ebifaanana bwe bityo. Ani yandibadde abuwa Katumba musajja wattu nga amwebaza ki? Omuntu eyali ame komanda. Twagamba dda tukole amagye agali professional. Bw'oddira omusajja ng'ono eyali CDF komanda w'amagye n'osalawo n'omujja ku bwa komanda muwummuza ave mu magye. Kati bano abasajja tebawulira nsonyi nga muganda wange General Muhoozi David ayina lead car emukulembera actually bbiri, nga omukulembeze wa ISO oluusi ali ku rank ey'obwa Kano ayina lead car emukulembedde nemuvaako emabega. Director wa CMI ayina emukulembedde nemuvaako emabega kati Jeno Kandiho. Ono Jeno yawummula obwa CDF mumuwa omusirikale omu n'amukuuma mu mmotoka ye mu maaso nga temuli embarrassed. Kyovula twabagambye eggwanga mulikwasa abantu abagezi abakwatibwa ensonyi abaswala.
As the Kampala District Woman Member of Parliament, I think this is a matter that touches on national security. It is so disheartening that this is not the first time it's happening. It's happened before, where we have lost comrades and colleagues, including people in the Defense Forces and the Uganda Police Force. So I think what we are supposed to do is to just tighten our security system and to also be observant of what's taking place around us. I think that's what I can comment on right now. Our call to government is to ensure that when such incidents occur and even other incidents, the investigation of these cases must be fastened and be transparent and open, and reports issued to the public. So I think this is a matter of practicing due diligence on behalf of the people who are supposed to protect us and protect the Ugandans. I think it's beyond the issue of not having or having security. I think we have some lawless persons within our community, and I think we have some people who have access to these guns that can use them at any time. So I think we need to look at the issue of, managing guns in the country, and also fasten the process of investigation, exercising due diligence so that we get these reports out, we investigate these cases, we bring the culprits to book so that we can restore confidence in the public. Thank you.
Yeah, it's a very sad moment. The incidents of this morning, the shooting of General Katumba's car and injuring him and killing his driver and the daughter are disturbing, because we thought the security had curbed this category of these barbaric people who killed people in this assassination attempt. It's painful because General Katumba, we know, is a likable person. He's a good person. Why would one go and want to kill him? That's what disturbs, that's why it's mind-boggling. How could someone target a person of General Katumba? You have not heard him being a controversial person. I don't know whether they wanted to inflict pain on his family or on the country or in the relatives. It is worrying. But I think the security needs to step up again. They need to step up. If we have relaxed, I think there's need for us to step up the security situation, the security surveillance in this country. And of course, the other one which goes to us, the citizens and the public, is we must also try as much as possible, because people have talked about the cameras. The cameras cannot reach everywhere. If we can also, as public, ensure that we have cameras in our residences, in our areas where we live, those who can be able to afford, such instances possibly would be reduced, because you would be able to know where to start from. But in such a situation where such a place may not have a camera, I don't know, although I know the place, but I don't know whether cameras, private or public, are there. But for sure, for the public, they are not there. So we need also to step up as in residences where we live. And the LC system, I think, must also be strengthened, must wake up. It looks like our LC system is sleeping, because these people enter into the public. Because like now, that morning, I don't think those people have run very far. Have run very far from that place. They must have gone to within the vicinity and hide before they take off. So the public must also be vigilant. The LC system must step up its operation. But it's a sad moment. We don't want such things to be happening to us at this moment, and not even at any moment. I think it should not only be limited to us, because the killings we saw the killings which are taking place. But for that purposes, I think there are few. Of course, some people refused, some accepted, and some later on were withdrawn for some people. There's of course need to that, but you can see if the general situation is not good, even when you have a security person near you, you can be shot. Like General has been shot, he had a bodyguard, he had a gun, he had all this. So I think, yeah, we need them, but we must secure every Ugandan. I think that's the most important thing. Of course, you can start by those who are at most at risk, who's a target, but you can't know, because like a person like Katumba, I have not had any controversial thing, anything involved in why would one be? We know generals who have possibly some people would target, but for Katumba, no. I think it's a pain. It's a pain for me. It's a personal friend of mine. I feel a lot of pain on what has happened to him. Yes, he has survived, but he has lost a daughter. Just returned a few days. We saw the daughter here with her when on the day of swearing in, escorting her dad, and then of course the driver. It's very unfortunate.
The attack on the Honorable General Katumba Wamala is really rather unfortunate, and it is now therefore a symptom of a larger problem within the security apparatus of our country. It takes us back to square one. You remember the president himself had earlier hinted and he alluded to Kaukumi, or rather the police and the security being infiltrated by criminals, and he promised to flush them out. we have seen virtually limited efforts and attention to that pledge that he made to clean the police. And now what we see is a return to what happened those days, which culminated into him making another pledge to protect us with armored cars, sharpshooters. You remember the guidelines he gave and the directives that he gave. But even then, after all that promises, this has not been fulfilled. Just like the police and the entire security personnel has not been cleaned up to now. So this could mean that he has himself, as head of state, slept on the job, because he's the commander-in-chief, and I know he has a lot of control and influence over security, given that he himself has accumulated a lot of dividends in security, in military, and politically, having stayed around longest compared to other powers that Uganda has ever had. Kibi nnyo okuwulira nti General Katumba Wamala munnaffe omukuufe member wa parliament akiikirira UPDF akubiddwa amasasi. Ekyo njagala kugamba nti President Museveni mwenyini yatusuubiza ng'Abannayuganda kukikolako kya security kulw'okuba tumwesiga nti aludde mu kukulira security ya Uganda kulw'okuba ye commander-in-chief. Yennyini yakyogera lunye nti police erimu kawukuumi, era n'atusuubiza nti ajja kukikolako kulaba nti kawukuumi amujja mu police. Ojjukira IGP eyaliko n'amuteekawo katebe paka leero, era n'ateekayo enkyukakyuka mu poliisi ne mu security yonna. N'atusuubiza nga kati General Katumba Wamala naye yandibadde ng'ali omu kuffe ababaka ba parliament, yandibadde omu ali n'emmotoka ezo ze yatusuubiza wano. Yatusuubiza sharpshooters, yatusuubiza armored cars, naye laba kutuuka leero ebisuubizo ebyo tebituukiriranga. Kati ne bwonenya poliisi, ne bwonenya kawukuumi, ne bwonenya ki, nenya mukwana mukulu mwenyini byasuubiza tabituukiriza. Obulimba bwe tutambuliddemu emyaka 35 bikooya, tuli bako. Kati laba tuzeeyo ng'oli bwe yayimba, bizeemu olw'okuba twafiira wano omubaka munnaffe oli wegundi we Arua, gundi mwami Kano Abiriga, ne tufiira Kaweesa, ne tufiira ono eyali owa poliisi ono Kirumira, ne tufiira gundi Kigundu. Bantu bayitirivu obungi bwe mbala lisiti mpanvu nnyo. Kati Katumba ye alina omukisa, abadde n'omukisakisa kuba abadde mu ttalo emyaka egyo gyonna naye taliiko gundi sika ku mubiri. Naye kati wuuyo ndowooza abamunoonya, ndowooza bayinza kuba ebbuba engeri atuuse ku ranka esembayo, ndowooza ate abatabaddeeko lufunyiro oba ekkomo lyonna, naye bamwataakinze mu ngeri eno. Kiraga nti abalala tulina okubeera ku bunkenke. Bw'owona obutwa oyinza butawona esasi.
This is very unfortunate. It always sends a signal that we have enemies around and we should be on the watch out. It's very, very unfortunate and regrettable for the loss of a daughter and a soldier. Well, there have been efforts, and really very serious efforts. That's why even the killing of women was reduced to zero. But I think the enemies are still around, and to me it is an eye opener. We need to be on the watch out. Mm.
We heard that they were given sharpshooters security.
Mm.
We've had other generals have security. Could it be that he had less security? He was targeted in such a manner in that place.
Well, you know, the enemy always, weak enemies strike using weak targets. And I think they must have studied his movement over a period of time. But now it sends a message that we must be all ready, even you people, because anybody can target you and harm you. You know, terrorists they don't really, they want to show that they are present. They hit soft targets, and it's regrettable. Let's wait to hear the security brief. But otherwise, it's very, very regrettable and it's very sad. Ekintu kino kibi nnyo, tusatalo tufiiriddwa omwana n'omusirikale, naye kitulaze nti abatujju oba abalabe bakyaliwo wano. Tulina okubeera n'amaanyi okumanya nti saawa yonna omulabe ajja kukuba. Ne bwebeera gwe, you have to be on the lookout. Abaganda mugamba nti kijomanyi kinyaga bitono. So now that we know they are around, we need to be on the watch out. And I'm quite sure ndowooza ab'ebyokwerinda bajja kufunayo engeri gye banaakigoberera. Katukume tulabe ekinaavaayo eyo. Kale.
It's very unfortunate that we have had such an incident, an attack of one of us, and I think that's a lack of respect to life and part of the terrorism that is within the globe, of course, with no exception to our country, Uganda. The best way we can get out of it is the vigilancy, especially to do with the cameras. If those that have committed such crimes are got through the camera system, then it will deter other people from engaging in the same crime. But when those who have committed the crime go unpunished, it has given courage to other people to do it. Yeah, it is very unfortunate. We wish Honorable Katumba a quick recovery. May God touch him. We need him. He's a resource to this country. And we pray for his family, for the loss of his daughter, and of course the family of the driver. May their souls rest in eternal peace.